Gaming company Razer is back for round 2 in the smartphone market, and that's no small feat in the often ruthless space. The Razer Phone 2 is the second smartphone ever with 120Hz refresh rates, second only to the original Razer Phone. With monster silicon inside, a completely new camera experience, and some pretty cool new design elements, the Razer Phone 2 still manages to sell for just $799. Just looking at that price, and the new chroma back, has us salivating. So let's dive in for the first hands-on look. When unofficial photos of the alleged Razer Phone 2's face surfaced, many commented on the striking similarities to the original Razer phone, and that's okay with Razer. The company says they like the square look, and it isn't going anywhere. Aside from this aspect, the phone was redesigned in a few key ways. Starting with the face, underneath the speaker grills are larger stereo speakers, and while you won't see the difference, you'll certainly hear it. Turning the device around though, you'll find an all-new glass back complete with a reimagined and revamped dual camera setup, and Razer's illuminated chroma insignia below it. More on the cameras in a bit, but we can't stop staring at the pulsing insignia. Not only can you customize the pulse pattern and colors which appear, but Razer's also programmed this to light up from notifications and do so based on the primary color of the app. The phone will illuminate with blue if you receive an Outlook notification, or red for Gmail, and so on. A feature compatible with all apps, which is also featured on Razer's separately sold wireless charging stand. Lastly, the other big and necessary addition is the certification of IP67 dust and water resistance. The display has also been improved. Max brightness has nearly doubled over last year's paltry 364 nits, now reaching a much more versatile 645 nits. This 5.72-inch Quad HD display still employs its most clear advantage, with its buttery smooth 120Hz refresh rate, while also improving on overall colors and dynamic range. Speaking of dynamic range, watching video on the Razer phone was a treat. It's currently the only smartphone certified by Netflix for HDR content and Dolby Surround Sound 5.1. Colors appear deep and vibrant, and motion is of course very smooth. Razer doesn't do much to the aesthetics of Android 8.1 loaded within, but does replace a few regular apps like Calculator and Contacts with some Razer-built green icons. Game Booster and the Chroma app are among the more proprietary features though. Built with Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 and 8GB RAM with 64GB storage, the Razer phone is meant to perform, and as far as day-to-day tasks go, you'll not be left wanting for anything, especially with the beautifully smooth flow of the 120Hz screen. Razer says their new phone can last through 10 hours of screen on time at 120Hz, while the original could only do 10 hours at 90Hz, and paired with the same 4000 mAh battery of last year, we're pretty hopeful. Of course, long bouts of intense gaming will be quite a drain, but our tests put the original at the top of the charts for regular usage, so we're optimistic for its successor. We're also glad to see that the new glass back allows for wireless charging, and the Razer Phone 2 comes with a Qualcomm Quick Charge 4 Plus cable for quick and effortless charging, able to juice up from 0 to 50% in just 30 minutes. Razer wants this beast to be your daily driver, but of course, they want you to take it out on the open road and open up that throttle too. Throttling actually is what Razer worked to combat the hardest here. Utilizing the same vapor chamber cooling system found in Razer's laptops, and indeed last year's Razer phone, the company has literally expanded the reach of this water cooling system by widening it to span across the phone, not just the processor. This, paired with the latest Qualcomm silicon, means longer gaming without throttling and up to 30% better performance overall, Razer says. Razer's also rebuilt the camera hardware and software almost entirely from the ground up. We're looking at a dual 12-megapixel camera setup and back, with telephoto and wide-angle lenses and optical stabilization on the wide-angle camera. Even the space between the camera has been carefully calculated for optimal results in portrait mode. The new experience is quite evident in the camera interface. Razer's highest priority here was increased intuitiveness and quicker, more fluid operation. This also carries through to photo capture, which uses a new autofocus algorithm and decreased capture latency. We're happy to hear that the camera is overhauled, since the previous Razer phone left a lot to be desired in these very aspects. But all sounds well on paper here, so we're excited to see what the final product produces. The 8-megapixel front-facing camera also sounds promising, with its ability to record or stream content at 1080p at 60 frames per second. 2 additional mics for noise cancelling should make video calls and game streaming a quality experience. The Razer Phone 2 aims to offer a premium experience in all aspects. Top-of-the-line internals, a revamped design, and cameras built from the ground up are music to our ears and exactly what we wanted to see from the Razer Phone's successor. But can it out-daily drive the best in the biz and outgame them? That remains to be seen, but pricing the Razer at $799 isn't a bad start. I'm Corey Gaskin with PhoneArena, thanks for watching, and be sure to check out PhoneArena.com for more info on this device and many others.